Hi there, it's Troy again with Macnica Americas, and in this how-to video clip, I'm going to show you how to create a custom personality that includes an FPGA design and a custom control button for the Impression Odyssey Max 10 FPGA and BLE sensor kit. Recall that a personality is comprised of two parts, the hardware, which is the FPGA and sensor configuration, and then there's the personality control via the smartphone app. The FPGA design is created using the Altera Quartus 2 toolset, and the output of the design flow is the FPGA configuration file. This flow is not outlined in this video, but you can learn what is required by watching my other how-to videos and virtual workshops available via the Odyssey main landing page. The FPGA design I'll be using today is a modified version of the remote control personality and has the added ability to control LEDs attached to the DIP interface. The rest of the personality, the sensor configuration and the smartphone app used to control your hardware, are designed by a cloud-based configurator. This web utility is accessible via the link here. Once logged into the web utility, I will start from the known good personality for the remote control app and modify it to fit the requirements of my custom personality. You'll first need to log into the web utility using the credentials you created via the Impression smartphone app registration link, or if you did not register that way, you can register from the web utility homepage too. The page you are presented with at first is the list of personalities. Notice here that these are all the personalities that you can see on the smartphone app when you connect to the Odyssey device the first time. These are defined as public personalities. Anyone can see these. Since our FPGA most closely matches the Max 10 remote control functionality, we will use this personality as a starting point for our custom one. Just click on the copy and edit link to create a copy in my personality list and it opens the editor. Go ahead and change the name to something unique to your liking. The URL here links to the Impression description of the default personality. I'm going to remove it just as a demonstration that it's not required. I'll also create custom teaser and instruction fields. The power of the smartphone app is defined here under the personality controls. You can see the existing commands that are populated as a result of the copy a second ago. We're going to add a new button to issue the I2C command to capture the switch settings and display the value on the DIP LEDs. Give the button a name. Here I'll use My LEDs. Click the plus icon to add in a new command. In our case, we are creating an I2C write command for address 30, the FPGA. Our register is only 1 byte in size, and here is where we enter the offset of our register, 04. It is required by the editor to enter the number of bytes that are going to be sent and the source of that data. The register interface in the FPGA is not designed in such a way that it captures any command data. So we simply enter a fixed data value of 1 here. It'll just be ignored in our design. Save and update the control to see the new completed control button. Here's how we associate the FPGA design with this new personality we are creating. Select the option stating that the FPGA is required and that the JAM player will be run to program a JBC file into the FPGA when the personality is selected. Click the Choose File button and locate the JBC, then upload it to the web utility. Congrats! You've now created a new personality with a new control button and associated an FPGA design with it. Now the last step in creating the new personality is to save it and download it. When you save, a couple things happen. You are creating a cloud-based GUI configuration of a smartphone app that will be downloaded to your phone when the personality is selected. And you are creating a flash file that contains the FPGA image that will be programmed into the FPGA at the same time. Now click on the Save button at the very bottom of the editor to generate the smartphone app configuration and the flash file. Your new personality is now listed and available for download. Click the download link to download the GAP binary file to your PC. Feel free to rename and place this file anywhere you want. Now that you have the personality defined and the flash file accessible, we need to load it into the flash that is on the BLE sensor board. This is accomplished by means of a serial transfer from your PC to the microcontroller and then into the flash. You will need a serial terminal emulator installed on your PC to make the flash file transfer. The Impression development team uses and recommends the open source TerraTerm emulator available via the link here. The microcontroller on the BLE sensor board is set up to communicate at a baud rate of 115,200, 8 data bits, no parity, 1 stop bit, and no flow control, with the PC containing the flash file. When you first plug the kit into a USB port on your PC, it will automatically enumerate a virtual COM port number that you must use with the terminal emulator. On my PC, you can see via the device manager, the Odyssey is assigned COM27, and here you can see the settings of my TerraTerm session. The Odyssey must be placed into the console menu mode in order to modify the flash on the BLE sensor board. To put the system into this maintenance mode, press the S3 button on the FPGA board once. The green Device Busy LED on the BLE sensor board will illuminate as shown here. With the terminal open, when I press the S3 button on the FPGA board, I can see that I have successfully established a communications link. Press Enter to see the full list of available options. Enter 0 to see the list of currently installed personalities. These are the default personalities installed at the factory. Take note of an empty slot. This is where we'll load in our custom personality we just created. Press Enter again to return to the main menu. Now select option 1 to load a personality file and select the slot number for our personality. We'll choose slot 8. Note that slots 11 through 15 are allocated less flash space and cannot contain a personality that require an FPGA configuration file. Use the TerraTerm File pull-down menu to send the gap binary file to the device, and be sure that the binary option box is selected, otherwise the transfer will fail. Press the Enter key once the file transfer is finished, and then select option 0 once again to see that our personality has in fact been loaded into slot 8. Your personality, inclusive of an FPGA programming file, is loaded into the BLE sensor board and is waiting to be used. Now to access your personality, simply power cycle the system and reconnect to the device. After power cycling the board, press the Discover Devices button on the lower left portion of the smartphone app to scan for the device and select it. Your custom personality is now amongst the available ones to choose from. Go ahead, select it. Your new control button is now visible. But first, recall that you must wait a few seconds for the personality to program the FPGA using the JBC file stored in Flash. After the busy LED turns off, play with your new control. Move the switches to different positions and press the smartphone app button to see that in fact your hard work is paid off. For additional information on things like creating the Max 10 FPGA design, creating the JBC programming file, and other helpful how-to clips and virtual workshops, please check out our library of on-demand videos. Thank you.